Made all over the world, enjoyed by millions, but still mysterious to many.
Including us.
Oh, my God.
I'm Matthew Goode.
And I'm Matthew Rhys. You might be wondering what two actors are doing on a show about wine.
I've always loved that sound. Glass of giggles. And then maybe a cleansing ale.
Well, we're going to be looking behind the labels on all kinds of bottles.
Is there a dry finish on it?
Yeah, it is dry.
I quite like
Well,
it.
okay,
so do I.
Oh,
What? From the wine we enjoy every day with our dinner to the really, really fine stuff.
This is well over £100.
I'm all right.
We'll be exploring stories that not only tell us about wine, but the world we live in today.
It's about weather, soil, grapes, and people.
We're going to show you there's a wine out there for everyone, and trying something different is the best way to understand more about this marvelous drink.
Knock me down with a feather.
Indian rosé.
Wow.
But we're not doing it alone. Our team of wine experts has traveled to 11 countries on 5 continents to bring back the best and most interesting wines.
I'm not sure if this is sort of genius or just bizarre.
Here, to our villa, high in the Italian hills.
Where have you been, Maestro?
I've been to Chile. It was very interesting. We've got 2 fascinating wines.
And we're getting out and about ourselves.
This isn't right.
It is right. It's just you haven't worked it. You don't speak Italian.
Make her speak English.
We're taking a trip across Italy, choosing wines that reflect the spirit of this most beautiful country.
Made your choice?
I've made my choice, but I'm not going anywhere for a bit. I'm going to just luxuriate in it for a second.
In this episode, music-loving chef Gizzi Erskine heads to Arizona to find an unlikely celebrity winemaker.
I'm looking for a young rock and roll winemaker.
Winemaker?
Wine expert and corkscrew guru Joe Fattorini endures our lamentable James Bond impressions. And it all comes together.
Well done, Money Benny.
Chef Dan Doherty tells us it's okay to start the day with Chablis.
Food is always better with a glass of wine, even at breakfast time. We're a 24-hour restaurant, we've got proof.
And Goody's big head obscures an otherwise perfect view.
So if you've ever wanted to know more or just feel like joining us on our wine-filled adventure,
Do stay with us at our fun-packed Italian tower of wine, because this is The Wine Show.
I can smell berries and wild Tuscan leather wafting its way towards us.
And change your trousers.
It's time for Journeyman Joe.
Here he is. Here he is.
Where have you been, Maestro?
I have been in Chile.
Very nice.
I've been in Chile. It was hot, but it was also fascinating. I've been to visit 2 wineries. This one is a wine that has been bathed in the sound of monastic chanting as it matures.
Good gracious.
And over here, we have a wine that aims to be one of the great wines in the world.
Vic.
But it is made in an holistic way.
What is holism?
Well, I think you're going to have to find out. I don't want to give it away.
I will say no more, because before we taste these wonderful wines, we have a fabulous film from Joe in the Colchagua Valley in Chile.
Chile, famous for good value, easy drinking, dependable wine. In fact, it's affectionately known as the Volvo of the wine world. But as markets become more competitive, what are winemakers doing to stand out from the crowd?
It goes without saying, making a good wine is the most important thing when it comes to ensuring great wine sales. Here in Chile, some producers are prepared to go to strange lengths to achieve that.
Located in the El Pelta Valley, Montes has been experimenting with sound in their barrel room for several years. But can introducing a pseudo-scientific theory like somatics have any effect in reality? The Montes winery use Gregorian chant in the belief that the music enhances the wine. Jorge Gutierrez is the winemaker overseeing this unusual approach to winemaking.
You've been to university and you've studied the science of winemaking.
Yes.
And we're talking about the vibrations of music. Is it really that, or is this more the marketing department creating something that is a nice story?
Well, I did study science, and I also know now that they prove that music can change the organization of molecules. So from a scientific point of view, we know that music can change the wine in certain way.
I can accept that sound may have an effect on molecules, but can gentle Gregorian chant really change the way a wine develops inside a sealed oak barrel? I'm yet to be convinced.
I have to confess, I'm not sure where the science stops and the gimmick begins. But it's a lot of fun finding out.
Well, I'm relaxed. Pity we can't ask the wine how it feels. Montes is not the only winery using alternative methods in Chile. 3 hours south of Santiago is Viña Vic. This new vineyard was planted in 2006. At its heart, an avant-garde, titanium-clad hotel. Each room is designed to help guests understand Vic's vision for its wine. One of them even allows you to share your experience with the owners. Alexander and Carrie Vic. But there's more to Viña Vic than meets the eye.
I'm told that the owners want people to enjoy the wine in an holistic way.
Viña Vic's winemaker is Patrick Valette. Although born in Chile, he learnt his skills from his father in Saint-Emilion, France. His ambition? To use holism to create the greatest wine in the world.
What is holism in winemaking?
Well, our approach is to think to everything, to think about the environment, to think about the wind, to think about the water, to think about the movement of the hills, the slopes, introducing our vineyard with all this complexity,
I'm naturally a skeptic, and I think I'm not the only one. What are you going to say to me to convince me this is real and not just a work of performance art in a bottle?
Well, I think drink a wine, enjoy it, and have a good discussion about the holistic concept.
I have to say, I'm really looking forward to seeing your vineyards.
At 4,000 hectares, the Vic estate is almost a seventh the size of the whole region of Burgundy. But for Patrick, it's still a work in progress.
I don't stop to say, oh, yes, I'm very happy, I have to always think and think and think how we can get better, how we can do better. And that's take time.
That takes a lot of time.
A lot of time, yeah.
Did you bring a glass of wine up as well?
Yeah.
Viña Vic's winery is designed to express the holistic concept. The experience starts with this stunning installation known as the Mirror of Water.
When the people arrive to this place, they feel like free spirits. And the idea was to relax them in this Zen area.
It's working for me. I'm incredibly relaxed.
This water installation is not just for relaxing visitors. It has another function, helping to regulate the temperature of what lies below.
Wow, that is impressive.
This barrel chamber can house up to 10,000 barrels of wine. And what is even more surprising is that Viña Vic only produces one wine. The barrels contain Cabernet Sauvignon, Carmenere, Cabernet Franc, Merlot and Syrah wines. Patrick's skill is in blending these 5 grape varieties into one single expression of the vineyard. Patrick Valette is a world-class winemaker, and I'm entranced by his ambition. But will I taste the holism in the end result?
And this is beautiful. It smells fantastic. And it tastes great. I know you want to make the greatest wine. You want this to be the world's best, and that's an arrogant quest.
It's good to try to get the perfection. It's good to also to compete with the best.
A desire to compete with the best is admirable, But for me, visiting Vineyard Vic is like going to the theatre. I might see a great performance, but I can't take it home with me.
But that doesn't really matter, because wine is more than just a clinical assessment of its parts, and this does it really, really well. Wine is often how we feel about it, how we experience it.
Now, let's just be frank for a moment. Where do you stand on music affecting wine, or incantation, or not in cans, in bottles?
Well, it's funny you should say this. Actually, there is an argument, there's a school of thought that says we should be listening to music now.
In my head, I am.
No, I hope so. The idea is that you can experience wine in different ways depending on the music that surrounds you. So if we were listening to Danish thrash metal right now, we would experience the tastes in this wine very differently to if we were listening to Wagner or
Right, so
Mozart.
we're affected emotionally.
Yes,
Are
absolutely.
grapes affected?
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? You
Yes,
know, you
we're
have an
human.
emotional response. If I'd have an emotional response to Danish thrash metal.
I have a fairly firm held belief. I struggle with the idea that this wine is massively affected by the fact that there are incantations. But you know what? I loved it. You standing there.
But then
this
again, if
beautiful
you think
music.
about sound, it's waves. It's like ultrasound. It can heal our bodies. Maybe it can shift grapes around a bit. I mean, we don't know. We don't know for sure.
We don't know for sure.
Let's sample it, though.
Let's sample it. This is a Carmenere.
Incredible nose.
Oh, what is Carmenere?
Carmenere, it's the Jurassic grape variety. It was
Jurassic.
believed to be extinct altogether. And in Chile, they discovered this, and they always thought it was Merlot for a long time. It turns out it's this grape variety that everyone thought was hidden away. And they were left it on the vine for 2 weeks. Turned out it ripened beautifully into what you've got here, which is a red currant focused wine with a black currant underneath it, if you like.
It's punchy.
It's quite potent.
It
I
is
like
quite
it
potent.
A lot,
It's-
though. It's quite smooth as well at the same time.
It's beautifully smooth. It sits in a mid-weight wine. There's nice, subtle tannins. There's a beautiful oak character when you're
Yes.
sitting in those big cellars.
But I can't help but look at the bottle in front of us, the Vineyard Vic, which is... How do you pronounce that again?
Vineyard Vic from Mayawe.
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 Now, what does Mayawe mean?
It means the golden place.
Oh.
It is an incredible place. And this is a serious drink. This is more than £100.
I'm all right, I'm all right.
So this is
Crikey.
aiming to become one of the wine greats. The amount of work that's gone into this is exceptional.
Right.
So there is an enormous amount of work in making sure you have these amazing vineyards, the remarkable winery, and also all the quality of the barrels, things like that, the quality, the aging.
So the price is reflective of the work that's gone into
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
The craftsmanship.
It's a particular style
It
of wine.
smells
This.
like
What do you think? What do you like about it?
It's elegant.
There are lots of dark berry fruits in this.
Yes.
There is a very integrated quality. So the oak and the fruit knit together very neatly.
It's very nice.
Were you getting that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like someone unfurls a sort of velvet carpet down your throat.
You are getting very good at this.
Velvet bomb, I thought.
If people want to know more about these wines, about holism and music and Vineyard Vic and Montes, there is one place to go and look.
Chile.
It's all there on our website.
You God.
Still to come, Joe Fattorini teaches us a very long new word.
Elixophilia.
I have an ointment for it now.
Rhys decides to ignore the conventions of professional wine tasting.
Did you guys ever spit when you taste?
Never. And Gizzi tracks down her rock star winemaker.
Word around town, you've been looking for me?
I have. Wow.
Where there's wine, there's a gadget. Whether it's cooling, pouring, or opening, someone has tried to find a way to give us the best glass of wine possible.
But which gadgets are great and which are good for nothing? I can tell by your wares you hold the keys to the kingdom.
I'm here to deal with your helixophilia.
I have an ointment for it now.
It means a passion for corkscrews. From helix, meaning worm. So we've got lots of different ways of opening bottles of wine, and I'm going to give you some basic principles. The first one, do you have one of these at home?
I don't like those, actually. I've got to be honest.
You don't love them, I loathe them.
Oh, really? Why?
I loathe them. Look, there's a key difference.
Yes.
This is, if you take nothing away, this is called a gimlet screw. And
Yes.
it's, if you like, it's a pile of metal with a blade around it.
Yes.
That will shred corks to pieces.
Ah.
This is a worm thread,
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
much more elegant. It goes in, and you'll be able to remove a cork delicately. So if you have one of these,
Throw it away now.
throw
Good
that away.
God, Joe, I was kidding. You nearly killed a pigeon.
So we're going to open this bottle of wine here.
Right.
Notice the top. A lot of people cut the foil there.
Yes.
It's much more elegant to cut it lower down. Then if you have a dirty top, if it's got sort of salts that have built up or moulds and things, you can wipe them away and you have a nice clean top. So we'll take this.
Yeah, dirty top.
We shall pass it in. It just gently screws down. Now, I love this. This is called a waiter's friend. It's got a
double
two-stage
debris.
process, like
Look at
that.
that. I like that very
Elegantly
much.
done.
How much is he?
This is a £10-ish piece of kit. Some people spend a lot of money. You can get fancy wood ones and so on.
Rather like that, you know. Thank you very much.
Pocketing it. Look, now I'm going to get you to try some alternatives because people have spent a long time practicing stuff. Come on.
Thanks, dude.
You have that. This is the rabbit.
Call me Warren.
I would like you to open a bottle with the rabbit. So you take that. That comes out.
This is, I mean, I think I've seen this sort of thing before. Simple. Look at the grip on it. Thank you.
Clamp it around the top. That's
Clamp
it.
it around, and then bing bang. Ah! Oh! Thank you very
Job
much.
done.
Job done. Good. But this has got the same kind of thread that you were saying. It's a friendly thread instead of one of the other ones.
A worm thread.
Yeah.
So lots of people have got those. Those are lovely.
We haven't got any glasses here.
We'll come back. We'll come to that.
Okay.
With more bottles to open. Should we get you to open a bottle, Rhys?
Yes.
Go on.
Give me a
Open
tool.
this. Open the box.
What's in the box? What's in the box? It's a glue gun. Merry Christmas! It's a small pistol for shooting game. Bosh!
It's a power tool.
Oh,
Brilliant.
is that what you're calling me these days?
Right, here's your wine. It comes with this.
A silencer! Oh. Woo! So it goes in there. Oh, that's an easy fit. And it all comes together. Well done, Minor Ben.
It's the same principle. That's
Same
it.
principle?
Yes.
Just straight in? Classic? Oh, my eye! Lovely, Nora. That comes out very easy, doesn't it? Effortless. You could do with a silencer.
We have lots of variations. There's this fella here. This does the same job. You sit it over and...
Oh, hang on. That's got numbers.
Numbers. It's got numbers.
What's it saying?
It has an infrared temperature display.
Oh, stop it.
Both room temperature and the wine.
Look at that, how quick.
So you have this device as well. I'm sure there are people watching who would love to talk about, they'll have helixophilia like you two. I would love all helixophiles to contact us. There's only one place to go. It's at Wine Show TV on Twitter.
Hashtag Helixophiles.
I'm looking forward to them.
Helix files, Sheelix files. Who doesn't?
Now, food and wine. When we're thinking about what to drink, we generally choose our wine after we've decided what we're going to eat. But here on the Wine Show, we like to mix it up. We're asking some of the world's greatest chefs to reverse the idea. First, they're picking their favorite wine, then they're planning a dish to match it. I'm curious to know what Rhys and Joe would like to eat with the white wine chosen by today's chef.
So this time, our rising star guest chef has chosen, man after my own heart, a very nice Chablis. So, get your laughing gear around this and tell me what you think he may have cooked to complement it.
I wonder with Chablis if he's even cooked anything at all.
Made
it
a
goes
salad.
remarkably well often with uncooked things, you know.
Ceviche.
Ceviche, absolutely.
Oh, technically cooked.
Fish carpaccio.
That's a possibility. You're getting closer. Certainly that is a world, isn't it? I mean, you know, that we could inhabit with this wine.
Come on, Rhys, I'm going to go and put you on the spot here. Are there any tastes or flavours you're getting out of this?
Citrus.
Citrus. And what would you squeeze citrus on?
Fish. I'd go
Sometimes wine does the same job as the complementary thing you'd have on the dish.
Yeah.
And here, it's kind of citrusy lemony. So.
Yes, I'd go seafood fish with this. Oh, it's very good, of course. Good,
Yes.
good.
I wonder if he's playing a game. This is a thing chefs do sometimes, is they like there's an inner truth. This is grown on a bed of prehistoric shellfish, oysters.
Well, that could be good. Do you think he may have cooked said oysters, or do you think that
It's either that or crocodile, because there are also fossils of crocodiles in Chablis, but I suspect it's more likely that they've gone with something sort of muscly, oystery.
Who are you? Don't be shellfish, tell us. OK, well, I think you could be correct, but to tell us what he cooked to complement this Chablis, we have executive chef from Duck and Waffle, Dan Doherty.
Duck and Waffle is a 24-hour restaurant in the city of London on top of a skyscraper. Overnight, on a Friday or a Saturday, we can do 300 covers between midnight and 5 a.m. It kind of breaks all the rules a little bit, hence the grey hair. So I work all sort of strange hours. I started sort of 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and you kind of walk in, you see people opening wine, you think it's like being at an airport, but you have to remember they're all at a different stage of their day. If they want to go out and have drinks with their friends until 2 o'clock in the morning and then have dinner, well, why not? Yeah, I mean, our overnight wine list is different. We have a separate list now because it has evolved into its own thing. And what works at midday doesn't necessarily work at sort of 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. You can't have a great menu without a great wine list. But great doesn't mean massively expensive, inapproachable, sort of scary wines. Great means approachable, fun, maybe something different, something familiar as well, because not everyone's looking for the next wine taste sensation. Some people are looking for just a, you know, a classy Merlot that does the job. I do love wine. I remember the first time when I realized I liked it I think I was 20, and I went to Gordon Ramsay's 3 Michelin-star restaurant. I remember this bottle of Chablis, and it was just, that's when the penny dropped, and I understood it. And that was partly due to the sommelier, because he explained it to me in such simple terms that I really understood it. So to make this full circle, the whole reason I started understanding wine was because of that Chablis. So I think we're going to pair it with something that reflects the 24-hour nature of the restaurant. I think it's something you can have at any time of the day, and it goes great with the wine. Grilled oyster with a spicy bacon butter. It's one of my favorites. So we just make a brown butter with some crispy bacon inside, some shallots, some parsley, some Tabasco. As the bacon's caramelizing, the butter's getting darker. In French, it's called noisette. In English, we just say brown butter. It just gets this really nutty, deep flavor. And then once the bacon's crisp and the butter's brown, around the same time, we'll stop it cooking with some lemon juice. The lemon also helps kind of emulsify it a little bit, so it becomes has a little bit more body. That's the base for the grilled oysters, so we'll just spoon that over the shucked oysters and then under the grill. I think oysters are, you know, brunch and lunch. It lends itself really well to, and then late night is when it feels kind of nice, and when they're grilled, it's as fresh as you can get, really, and they're so, you know, that beautiful brininess, the salinity, freshness. It doesn't really get much better than a fresh oyster. Warm them under the grill for sort of a minute or two, and then we just finish it with some brown breadcrumbs for a bit of crunch. Chablis is such a great big wine. It just cuts through all that buttery, bacony, spicy oyster, which has also got that brininess, that salinity, which works so, they all work so well together. Food is always better with a glass of wine, even at breakfast time. We're a 24-hour restaurant, we've got proof.
Still to come, an Italian nobleman shows off some surprisingly humble tastes. Did you have any specific food in mind when you were blending this?
Pizza?
Oh, perfect.
And Rhys offers up some valuable business advice to a top Tuscan winemaker.
We sell it for 25.
Whoa! Well, hike your price though, because you got 2 idiots who'd pay that. Italy, a place where food and wine dominate life like no other nation on earth.
But in a country with 350 wine varieties and even more type of grape, just where did 2 novices start?
We're looking to our mentor, Obi Wine Kenobi, Joe Fattorini, for help.
He's creating a trip across Italy so we can learn a little about this country's best wines.
But sending us to the nearest bottle shop is just not his style.
Yes, this is certainly more than just a jaunt through the Italian countryside.
This is the wine showcase. It currently contains just 1 wine. There are 11 wines to find. Each wine will represent one aspect of the spirit of Italy. It's about time two men of your standing familiarised yourself with what is reputed to be one of the greatest wines in all Italy, indeed the world. I need you two to go forth and to find me a Super Tuscan. Now.
Now.
Yep.
Now.
Yep. You're driving.
Driving me insane.
You're driving me nuts.
Italians from cars to fashion have a knack of making things with a great deal of style.
So-called Super Tuscans have been around since the 60s, made by blending French and Italian grapes. Their turbocharged flavours are adored by wine lovers.
I have a feeling they're going to require deep pockets. You got much work lined up?
Well, to find out how much we might need to spend, we've come to Montalcino to meet American wine shop owner and winemaker, Jem Macy.
What's your definition of a Super Tuscan?
Well, you know, the story is that Super Tuscans were a rebel wine. That these landowners didn't like what they were drinking.
What?
And
What? They don't deserve the land.
Yeah, they don't deserve the land.
Give it to someone who does.
And they planted Cabernet and liked the wines a lot better that they made from Cabernet.
Since winemakers started blending French grapes like Cabernet Sauvignon with Italian varietals such as Sangiovese, love them or loathe them, Super Tuscans have come to define the pinnacle of Italian winemaking.
Don't tell us prices, don't
Okay.
try to tell us as little as possible, and we'll let this man's cleft palate do the rest.
Nice. So this is my little wine.
Oh, don't be so modest. You're an American, for
No, it
God's
really
sake.
is little because I make 4,000 bottles of it.
Oh,
So they're
well,
really
don't
hot.
waste it on us.
Nice.
I know.
Jem's little wine is made from the Cabernet Franc grape, another French interloper not native to Italy.
That's very nice, isn't it?
Strong?
But not too strong.
No, I really like it. It's a good acidity in there and quite a lot of alcohol in there. It's quite
Yes, right.
What's that coming in at a percentage of what, 14?
Just under, yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Oh, spot on. He
Bang on.
loves a percentage.
I do. I like to know that kind of thing, just so
So
that...
he knows how many glasses he can have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very nice. You must be very proud of that.
I am proud.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of this wine.
Next, something very famous, Sassicaia. Very exciting.
Okay, Sassicaia, 2012. I'm gonna get my nose in it.
So do you guys ever spit when you taste?
Never.
I'm all right with that. It's all right. It gets better, doesn't it?
When?
Yeah.
Let me know, and I'll agree.
I mean, it's a lean year, 2012, right? But it's well made. Mm-hmm. The tannins are ripe, which was not easy in 2012.
Right.
Not a
We
good
see,
year.
we don't even know about these things.
See, I don't
Never
know
take
it.
them into consideration.
Good
It's a shame you can't sort of put it on your label. Look, I had a tough summer.
A hard time.
Yes. So, yeah, you try and make a wine.
Exactly.
It's
you
a long
know.
name for a wine. Yes. We'll move on.
Okay. Price-wise, so we have your Montalcino. The
Montechiaro, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yes.
the 2009.
I know what you mean.
I would say that's probably I don't know. Well, I'm going to go with 40 euros.
I was going to say the same. 45.
We sell it at the cellar for 25.
25. Wow,
Bingo.
bargain.
Well, hike your price up because you got two idiots who pay that.
I'd love to pay
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
As of tomorrow?
Done.
Now, Sassicaia. Well, is it north of 50 euros?
It's north, yeah.
So 75 euros for me.
Go north.
What? 76.
200.
Yeah, around 150.
Wow.
Not today.
I think, as we've proven just now, I don't think price has anything to do with the Super Tuscan.
There we go.
Well, here's to up the revolution.
Cheers.
Here's to you, but in all
Cheers.
seriousness, here's to you. Yes.
Up the revolution.
Up the revolution.
A little birdie's told us about another kind of Super Tuscan, and the name's Cinzano.
What? Cinzano is in...
Oh, can't you just smell those Italian wines, suffused with herbs and spices from four continents? I'm being boring. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
The Cinzano family started making their famous vermouth in 1757.
But since the 1980s, Count Francesco Moroni Cinzano has been making some very fine Tuscan wine on his estate near Montalcino.
He's taking us round his vineyard in his perfectly preserved Mark I Fiat 500.
Don't worry about me, short stuff. I'm fine in the back.
Oh dear. We've been asked to find a true representation of a Super Tuscan. So I'm not sure whether that's you or whether that's a wine.
The wine.
The estate is called Col d'Orcia and has been producing wine since at least the 1890s.
Count Cinzano has grown it into 140 hectares of vines, making 13 different wines.
The Cinzanos decided to plant French Cabernet Sauvignon in the 1980s.
Planting Cabernet Sauvignon here in Montalcino was one of those special moments that turned out a great wine, a wine that is now a classic, now a great expression of this territory.
Time to head back to the winery for a tasting.
Thank you very much.
Looking back to getting
Into a larger one.
full height crick. Oh.
So shall I open
Yes,
the bottle?
please. Thank you very much.
We're starting with a speziere, named after the spice blenders of Renaissance Florence.
So called because it's a blend of Sangiovese and small amounts of other grape varieties grown on the estate.
So this is your youngest wine?
Yes, this is the summer wine, and it has a style, very much New World style, so fruity and fresh and for everyday drinking. It has one pretension, to be drinkable. So, good health.
And good health.
Good health.
Thank you.
Oh, it's great, and you can tell that will go very nicely with food, and it's also got a lovely, just a really nice finish of the alcohol as it goes down. It's a very nice warming effect.
Did you have any specific food in mind when you were blending this?
Pizza?
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
I really love it. I really love it. As you said, incredibly drinkable.
The next wine is one which really speaks to the family legacy, created by planting those French Cabernet vines 30 years ago.
So here we have Olmaya from the 2012 vintage. We had a very dry weather, very dry summer that year. So it's a wine with a lot of concentration. So this is really a very good example of super Tuscan, of how Tuscany can become super.
Super.
Tannic, beautiful.
They're all quite tannic because it's young. It needs time, but they will soften with time.
So these wines have a price tag, of course they do. Now, for the youngster, how much can one expect to pay?
On the shelf, and it would be around £10.
Oh, very reasonable.
So,
and then I suppose we can call it an adolescent. It's on its way.
The more robust older sibling.
Yes.
Olmaya is an important wine. It has a lot of collectors, and it would probably go around 35 to 40.
It'll lie down and hold very well.
If you're patient enough, you can get great surprises over time.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Count. It's been really lovely to taste your wines and to have you take us through it. It's a real honor, actually.
Thank you very much.
Good health. Thank you for visiting.
Good health, sir. Thank you.
You know what, Goody? Even though it was the least expensive, I really liked the first wine we tasted.
Ah, you can take a Welshman out of Wales.
Do you now know what a Super Tuscan is?
I do. I was glad of today, actually. I had a really interesting fact-finding day. Mostly, I realised that I should never be in the back of a Fiat 500.
Have you made your decision?
I have made my decision. Have you made yours?
I've made a firm choice.
Good for you.
Here we are again.
Lovely. So did you find me some Super Tuscans?
Well, we hope so, Joe. Just 2 Super Tuscans. I hope mine counts.
What did you find me?
I found a relatively young wine by the Count Cinzano.
So your wine is Col d'Orcia Speziere by Count Cinzano.
Yep.
Goody, what's your wine?
Mine is Montalcino, and it's made by a lovely woman called Jem Mason. And we did some tasting with her, and it went up against Sassicaia, a very, very important Super Tuscan, very expensive. And I went for it because it was cheaper and it tasted great.
Would that be Montechiaro, not Montechiaro?
He did that to test you, and congratulations on passing. Yeah,
good man.
Really good.
So you've set a very high bar, because you're saying this sits up there with Sassicaia and Ornellaia, the greats of Super Tuscans.
Well, the 2012 Sassicaia, yeah, I thought so.
Shall I have a try?
Yeah, go on.
I'm going to start with the Col d'Orcia Speziere.
Good luck. It was a blend of Sangiovese and something else, if memory serves.
It is a Sangiovese, you can tell straight away. It is fruity. It is rich. I'm looking for something that is distinctive from the local wines of the area, but I'm also looking for something that's one of the great wines of the world. Should we try the Montalcino?
Yes, let's try it. Good luck, Jem.
This has a more promising colour. It's got more depth and richness. Wow, that's good. That has that greater balance. There's more density, length, richness, more complexity. It's not up there with the greats. They are greats for a reason, but it's very, very good. And it's an international grape variety made brilliantly with all the depth of one of the great wines of Italy. One wine is the clear winner as capturing the spirit of the Super Tuscans in that Italian sense of style.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, 2-0.
It's Montalcino.
Oh, look at that. Sorry, dude.
Hey, look at the spaces there. 10 more to go.
Yeah.
Could be 10-2.
The field's wide open. Very wide. Still to come, we find out if stardust has been sprinkled on Brad and Angelina's rosé wine.
This is Miraval by Brangelina, and it's incredibly popular. It's done very well, and it's nice rosé. It's well made.
And Gizzi gets busy with vino god and rocker Maynard James Keenan.
You guys might want to cut for a while. We're going to have to drink this.
Yeah.
What's this little interesting triumvirate you put together for us?
I know them.
Do you? What do you know of them?
Well, I know Miraval, and I know that is obviously a very nice French rosé, but it's owned by Brad and Angelina. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
It is. This is celebrity winemaking.
This one is owned by Ricky Martin. He's drinking the Vida Nova.
It's not. Do you know whose wine that is?
No.
Cliff Richard.
Oh, it says on the top.
Get out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really?
That's for Christmas time, is it? Christian rhyme.
You could enjoy it. It's a rosé, and this, Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, of course.
Would you like to try some, Rosa?
Yeah.
Make no jokes about him.
No. He is truly the godfather.
They're all celebrity wines.
Yeah.
By different celebrities, and there's a plethora of different sorts of celebrity involvement in winemaking. This is Miraval by Brangelina, and it's incredibly popular. It's done very well, and it's nice rosé. It's well made.
I don't think we can call them Brangelina. Let's call them in their full names. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
This is great rosé.
It's good rosé.
It's good
Great
rosé.
rosé is hard to come by.
And people know it anyway. Their name carries with it.
Yeah.
But there is this distinction between some people who just put their name on a wine, but actually lots of celebrities, lots of famous people get really into winemaking, and wine people like me love it because it gives a welcome injection of cash into the business. But some decide to become full-time winemakers. They really want to get their hands dirty, a bit like the guy we went to see this week, but I didn't get to go because he's a bit of a hero of mine. No, it's Maynard James Keenan.
Ah, well, here to see if a brush with fame got her dizzy is Gizzi with Maynard from Tool.
In the US, the celebrity wine industry is now worth over $50 million, with Hollywood movie stars queuing up to put their name on wine labels. But I've been told that there's a celebrity winemaker that's taken things to a whole new level. While most celebrities just lend their names to a vineyard, a few really get stuck in. One celebrity in particular has won numerous awards for his wine, which is remarkable considering he's growing vines in a remote dust bowl. What kind of crazy fool is going to grow wine in the desert? Maynard James Keenan, that's who. Maynard is an artist, painter, and lead vocalist of rock band Tool. He moved out of LA in 1995 to concentrate on his other art forms, and by 2003 he started making wine. And where did this hugely successful rock star move to? Jerome, Arizona. At high noon, this dusty desert outpost feels as though cowboys still rule, and I need to watch my step as I roll into this unforgiving town. How hard can it be to find a rock star in a town of 450? Listen, you might be able to help me.
Really?
I'm looking for a young rock and roll winemaker.
Winemaker?
Do you know any?
You might want to check that way.
Jerome was once known as the wickedest town in the West. It thrived in the 20s due to copper mining. The boom brought almost 10,000 people to the town. Despite Arizona voting yes to prohibition 5 years before the national ban, Jerome was so debauched it became a mecca for gamblers, hookers, and crooks. It's slightly less risque these days, but still, it seems an odd place to set up shop for the winemaker I'm looking for. With word out I'm looking for him, I track down his bar in the hope that he'll find me.
Word around town, you've been looking for me?
I have. Wow. Great to meet you. So you are the guy who's making big waves in Jerome.
In the middle of the desert, yeah, big waves.
So this is the thing I can't quite grasp, all right? We're in Arizona.
Okay.
Roasting heat. Wine?
Well, you got to remember that wine came from regions like Greece first. It took a very long time for Burgundy and Bordeaux to get those grapes to acclimate to that cooler, moisture area. They're a drought-tolerant fruit.
And why wine? How did that come about?
I think I just kind of see it as another art form, like painting, music. It's all very connected to me, the process.
I really want to go and see what you're doing here, because I'm a huge fan of what you do musically. I'm pretty confident I'm going to be a huge fan of what you're doing here as well.
Okay. Yeah, the only way to really understand what goes in the bottle is to see where it comes from.
Exciting. Right. After you.
After you.
Oh, thank you very much. Maynard and I climb into his limo and head to the vineyards. When the copper mining industry fell into decline, landowners had to find another way to make their land pay. They decided to plant vines, but they were short-lived. When Prohibition hit a few years later, those vineyards were torn out of the ground. Vines weren't planted here for another 60 years. And they weren't planted on a big scale. Today, the total wine produced in the entire state is less than 1/4% of the whole USA.
There's 100 producers in the state, roughly, 100 bonded wineries. And I would say about 5 of those or 4 of those are operating over 5,000 cases.
With such small production, Maynard's safest bet would be to grow grape varieties he knows will thrive. But a true artist rarely takes the easy road.
I'm following more the European Italian format. Lighter bodied, lower alcohol, more elegant reds and whites.
That's music to my ears.
Bright acid, food-friendly, Italian-style wines.
Yeah. Spread over 120 acres, Maynard's caduceus vineyards are a tapestry of 30 grape varieties. Maynard's philosophy is very much trial and error. He plants whatever he wants, not what other winemakers tell him will survive. If the vines don't grow, he pulls them up and plants something else.
So down here we have Aglianico, Nebbiolo, Tempranillo, and a couple blocks of Malvasia Bianca.
What about terrain? What is the terrain here?
Southeast-facing slopes. You have that volcanic influence in the soil. We have caliche layers. We have limestone here. So it's very much like the best parts of Burgundy meets Bordeaux meets Spain meets Italy. It's quite a blessing to have all those little elements kind of coming together for us.
Do you come across problems with the climate?
The biggest problems we have are late spring frost. Things tend to come out a little early, and then we always get a frost the last week of April, beginning of May. In the summer, we'll get the monsoons, but the worst part about monsoons isn't really the rain, it's the hail. So if we get hail in the summer, that's extremely damaging.
One thing I'm used to when I go to a vineyard is to see other vineyards in the area, but we're very much alone here.
It wouldn't have been that way. Vines were actually being planted here turn of the century.
Okay.
And then we had Prohibition, and everything was pulled out. So this
completely
would have been a
taken
wine
away.
region. Yeah, it would have been a wine region. And now, of course, land is expensive here, so it's very cost prohibitive to actually put vines in this area.
In one way, do you feel like you might have sort of reinstated some American history then?
Absolutely. I think all the guys in Arizona feel like they all have kind of picked up, and we're all kind of struggling to reestablish that history that would have been here already.
Coming down off the mountain, Maynard takes me into another one of his magnificent vineyards, this one down in the valley. And every vineyard comes with its own problems.
This one is a very difficult block where the cold settles down here. So as it runs down from the mountain up there, anything young and down low, it freezes out. So it took forever to get those vines out of that danger zone up to get them up high here. Once we stepped out of the sun from up top, this actually is a little cooler in here because it's, you're getting all the transfer of the blood pumping through the vines. So if you stick your hand in the actual canopy, you'll see it's cool.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Completely cool. That means these things are working. That's good. This is a dry farm site. We're right above a water table. Dry farming in Arizona in general, I feel like that's a coup. That's something huge for us to be able to do. And everything that went into making this site work, the struggles, the failures, and then the successes, it just makes it sweeter. Our art isn't all about successes, it's about learning. Taking the puzzles, if you can't figure them out, go a different way. If you can't go through, go around. If you can't go around, go over.
It's a big difference from just putting your name on the label of a bottle, this, isn't it? I mean, this is you grafting every day.
I want to be hands-on for all of it. I want to direct it because I feel like this is my legacy. And if the music is also a legacy, then great, I get two.
Over a tasting of Maynard's wines, I'm treated to a rare glimpse past the ice-cold rocker exterior and into his motivation for doing all this. Not immediately evident. His wines read like a family tree.
Each one, of course, has a story because they're each individual block or an individual idea. Laylee is named after my wife.
Oh, really? That's very cute. And is she a rosé fan?
She is now. She better be.
Yeah.
You guys might want to cut for a while. We're gonna have to drink this. Yeah. Each one is a puzzle. Each one presents a challenge. Of course, the one that's dearest to my heart, of course, is the Judith because it's named after my mother. Her ashes are spread on the site. So, of course, that's closest to home.
Do you think she's keeping an eye on all of this business?
Absolutely. She's a control freak. So, yeah, absolutely.
So what's this guy?
The Marzo, which is named after my great-grandfather, Spirito Marzo, Sangiovese, Cabernet, just a dash of Barbera, but mainly a Sangiovese.
You're obviously given so much to this. Does there ever come a point where you just think, God, what am I doing, you know?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Because, you know, making it is fun, growing it is fun, but then you have to fund it, and it's really expensive. And then you have to sell it, which is that's the most daunting part, like trying to get people to understand that this region was supposed to be a wine region. Just because it's not yet, you just meet, you know, you're talking to the hand in most cases. They don't want to hear about Arizona wine. And if you have any palate at all, you can tell that there's something going on in Arizona, and I'm not the only one. You enjoy these, there's another dozen guys doing amazing work in Arizona that are kicking my ass.
Yeah.
So if you can get past these, I have good news for you. There's lots more happening in this state.
If somebody was to say, are you a rock star who makes wine, or are you a winemaker who makes music, what would you say?
I would say that you're on all counts. Sorry.
I think you should start your own wine, because then we just call it Good Wine.
Good wine.
What a great name.
Good wine.
Good Riesling.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, no, we could do that.
We've done it.
Have we done it already?
Yeah.
This is Maynard James Keenan's wine, Kitsune. This is Kitsune 2012, a Sangiovese. I like to think that even if he wasn't a celebrity, we'd still be talking about him because he's a genuine viticultural pioneer. He's going and reintroducing, not introducing.
Sangiovese. That's why I liked it.
Great grapes.
That peppery spice.
Got to say, that's really, really lovely. And obviously, Sangiovese is a grape that's used in Chianti a lot, but that's up there with any Chianti Classico.
Medium-bodied, you could throw that at anyone.
This is really good.
It is.
I don't know Tool, but I like his wine.
I love his wine.
Yeah.
I'd buy
delicious.
that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. And I think that he brings to the wine what fans around the world love so much about his music, which is that it's idiosyncratic and it's quite meaningful. But isn't that delicious?
Beautiful.
We have lots of information about Miraval and about Maynard James Keenan, Kitsune, and about other wines all on our website.
Well, that was a great episode. Brilliant film. Thank you very much. One can never know the price of fame, but one can always know the price of wine. So to find out how expensive or cheap things can get, join us next time on The Wine Show. Okay, well, this week we have, I don't know what I'm going to do this bit.
See, it's awful, isn't it? Yes, camera freeze.